Hello, my name is Fran Randolph, and I'm a quilter and from a family very rich in veterans. And for the past 3 years, I found a way to blend those two passions together through involvement with an organization committed to honoring our service members and veterans called Quilt of Valor Foundation. It was founded in 2003 by a Blue Star mom, Catherine Roberts, and in that time she had this dream. She had a dream of, she had a son who was riding on a Humvee, and she felt like she was 15 seconds from panic 24 hours a day. She couldn't sleep much. She had this dream of this post-war soldier sitting on the side of his bed, and he felt like war demons were going all around him. And she woke up from the dream startled, and a few minutes later when she fell asleep, she had another dream. And in that second dream, she saw that soldier sitting on the side of the bed, and now he was at peace, and he had a quilt wrapped around his shoulders. And from that dream, she created the Quilt of Valor Foundation. They started one quilt at a time. That was 13 years ago, and to date, we have now provided 144,312 Quilts of Valor. We have several groups in our Chattanooga area that are Quilts of Valor workers. I'm involved with a group called the QOV Belles, who meet monthly and make quilts. There are groups over at Ready, Set, Sew. There's groups at Chattanooga Quilt Shop, and there are places all around the United States that are involved. Feel free to come back to our booth, and we'll be happy to give you some information on how you can be involved as well. It's my honor today to award a Quilt of Valor to a veteran that we have here. The veteran that we're going to award today is Josh Roe. Mr. Roe served our nation in the 1990s. He was an MP in the United States Marine Corps. We appreciate what he's done. Each quilt that we make comes from a three-part message from our heart. First, we honor you for your service. We honor you for leaving all that you hold dear and standing in harm's way in a time of crisis, protecting all of us from the effects of war. Next, our quilters know that freedom is never free. The cost of freedom is the dedication of lives of men and women like you, Mr. Roe, and this quilt is meant to say thank you for your sacrifice. Finally, the quilt is meant to offer you comfort and to remind you that we are forever in your thoughts, or you are forever in our thoughts and in our hearts. We appreciate you, and you are remembered. For those of us who have never been in combat or in a war zone, such experiences are beyond our capacity to comprehend. But we believe Quilts of Valor have the ability to offer both comfort and warmth. We hope when you experience dark times or need the warmth of a grateful hug, you will wrap the quilt around yourself and feel the comfort that's sewn into each seam. Each Quilt of Valor is typically wrapped around the recipient and presented with a hug. The hug comes not only from me, but also from the many, many members of the Quilts of Valor family nationwide, many of which are here today. So on behalf of the Quilts of Valor Foundation and a grateful nation, with our deepest appreciation, we award you this Quilt of Valor. We're going to show it to them first. Okay.
That's beautiful.
That's yours.
That's amazing.
It has your name on it.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate your
Oh,
service.
wow. Thanks so much.
Linda's actually already gotten her Quilt Valor. So, thank you, sir.
Thank
We
you very
appreciate all that you do for our servicemen on News Channel 9.
Yes, ma'am.
And making them feel appreciated as well.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I did nothing special when I was in the Marine Corps. It was between combat, conflicts. It was after Desert Storm. It was before 9/11. But I feel like what I do now at Channel 9 with the Price of Freedom really is just a way to continue that service, which is what I really wanted to do. Obviously, my job as a journalist, is far beyond that. But that part of what I do is, I mean, I've got to be honest, it gets me out of bed every morning. And I wake up every morning excited about it. Blaine and I literally just drove from Etowah to here, and we were an hour and a half ago sitting at Hoyt Shamblin's dinner table. And I'm sure you guys don't know who Hoyt Shamblin is. I didn't know who Hoyt Shamblin was until I got a letter in the mail and said, you need to talk to this man. So we drove up there. This man was in World War II, and he was in the Battle of the Bulge and Hurtgen Forest. And that's the point, is that our heroes, they walk the streets every day, and you'll see them at the mall or at Walmart or wherever you are and have no idea what they've done for our country. And that's the whole purpose of what we do with Price of Freedom. And we want to tell Hoyt Shamblin's story and all the veterans in our area. So if you know a veteran, please let us know. Give me a call, send me an email, whatever you want to do, social media. And also, if you see the Price of Freedom, if we have a veteran who did something heroic, very heroic 70 years ago, and a lot of these guys have never told their stories, and they're sitting down and telling me their stories, I want as many people as possible to see them. So if you see them out there on Facebook or wherever, share them, tell your friends about them, because we want people to know these stories. We want people to know about Hoyt Shamblin and everybody who served with Hoyt Shamblin. And not just World War II, Korean War, Vietnam, all down the line, for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
We want to also thank the AQS show here, who has been very generous in providing a booth for us that we can let other people know about Quilts of Valor, as well as paying for the different people to come in and the helpers in the booth.
Sure.
So we appreciate them as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
No worries. If you didn't catch that, it's The Price of Freedom, and it airs every other Wednesday night at 6 p.m. And if you go to newschannel9.com and look for features, there's a drop down there that says Price of Freedom. We've been doing these for 3 years, and pretty much every story is in there. So if you've seen a couple or you don't know about it at all, please go and just take a look. And they're almost all of them are local veterans to, North Alabama, North Georgia, Chattanooga, Southeast Tennessee. Across the board, like I said, from conflicts from Afghanistan to Iraq all the way to World War II. And we do it. My list of people to talk to is a long list. I still have a lot of people to get to, so we're going to keep doing these as long as I have people to tell their stories. And I love doing them, and I love the fact that Channel 9 has invested in this as well, and they support this, and they love it as well. And as long as you guys keep saying good job, we'll keep doing it. I promise. So thanks so much.